Get ready for the Urban Guide on the Food Lounge, only on the Urban Guide. Come on, let's check it out. Tete-a-tete with Saffron.
The Urban Guide brought to you by Cocosia Artisan Chocolate, by Ambreen, S.I.T Limited, Alle'Nora and Signature Salons, Yoko Sizzlers and Cooper Dermatology. Official radio partner, 105.4 Radio Spice. Media partners, Filmfare Middle East and Salt and Pepper.
You know, the week back I realized instead of wandering off to where your next vacation should be, why not set up life? It is a vacation itself, isn't it? Are you up for the challenge? Well, I am for sure, and that's why we're back with your weekly dose of fun and merriment with the Urban Guide and me, your host, Bhairavi. This time, we're going to add that extra zing to your life. We're taking you to a special evening that celebrates high-end lifestyle, actually to the pre-owned boat show. Have a look and make sure not to miss one of those luxurious yachts. Check it out. Established in 2010, the Dubai Pre-Owned Boat Show is the only event of its kind in the region, offering absolutely everything an aspiring or current boat owner could possibly need in one convenient location. The goal of the Dubai Pre-Owned Boat Show is to make sailing more accessible to everyone and provides visitors with the opportunity to view striking pre-owned boats for sale as well as take part in exciting activities on the waterfront.
A lot of promising, interesting parties who pass by our stand, and I'm sure they pass by other people's stands. And for that, I think it's going to be a very successful boat show.
The whole idea of the show was to fill a gap in the market. And we've realized that there is a lot of people looking for pre-owned boats, and there is no show that can fulfill the requirement of the market. So we decided to hold the show.
For an enjoyable nautical experience for the entire family. An event where an aspiring boat owner could possibly find everything they would possibly need. An event celebrating the true life and style of the city. You know, as a kid, I loved painting, and then I just gave it up. I don't know why. I'm ready to take it up again. What do you think? This time, I am going to paint the town. Well, not the town, but my canvas. That's for the weekend. For now, though, it's time for a short little break. We'll be back to talk about food, and food. Be back shortly. Ooh, I noticed you're back in early, huh? I know just why. You can't wait to see where Nicole is headed to and which chef we have with us today. Me too. So you know what? Let's not talk any further. Let's barge into the food lounge with Nicole.
They say that you should eat simply because it heals simply. And today we're going to heal me with some really good Chinese food at Long Yin, which is at Le Meridien Dubai. And joining us is the very wonderful Chef Jorge. Welcome, Chef Jorge, to the Food Lounge.
Thank you.
So, Chef Jorge, what are you going to cook for us today?
Today we are making one we call Shou Mai.
Okay.
This is the starter of our Chinese food in Long Yin.
Okay.
It's very simple and very healthy also.
Very healthy, and it's healthy because it's steamed.
The ingredients for prawn chicken shumai are chicken thigh, prawns, carrots, black mushroom, corn flour, white pepper, sugar, salt, tobacco, and shumai wrappers.
Chef, what is our first step?
So first step, we have around 280 grams of chicken.
Okay.
We are using the thigh.
Because
chicken
it has
thigh.
more fat?
Yeah, because that take out the skin.
Okay,
because it's healthy. Whereas the steam, not this one. And then around maybe 80 grams of shrimp. Put it inside together.
All right.
2 grams
of salt.
The salt.
Okay.
Then a little bit sugar. And around 2 grams again the white pepper. And then we can
mix everything.
Just mixing the chicken tight with the shrimp. You see now it's almost
completely mixed.
And then we add some around 2 grams, 3 grams also corn flour. And last, we can put around 40 grams the black mushroom.
Okay.
And around 40 grams also carrots. Yes.
To add some color.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then we just mix it again. We have some shumai wrapper.
Okay.
You can bought it in some supermarket.
Okay.
This one shumai wrapper we call. It's not the wonton wrapper. It's shumai. It's round one.
It's different, right?
Yeah, it's different.
Is it thicker or thinner?
Thinner. This one is thinner. This one. Okay. Shumai wrapper. We put some stuffing.
Okay.
Yeah, around maybe.
And you have to be generous, right?
Yes.
Okay. Is that enough,
Yeah.
Chef?
Yes. Yeah. Again, you can use the finger to hold in the side. You can put some more on top.
Put some more on this?
Yes. To fill it full. Fill up so you flap your steak.
I am not going to be hired after this. The chef is not going to hire me.
So we can put on here on the basket.
Okay. Oh, those are my little roses.
So this is going to steam and then around maybe 4 minutes.
Okay, so now we are in the kitchen and
Yes,
we've
yeah.
got our shumai chef. And what are we going to do now? We're going to
Now we are going to steam.
Okay. So now we waited for 4 minutes and our shumai is steamed and
Yeah,
ready,
so
right,
then
chef?
steam and then we put some garnish on top. This is
Okay.
we call tobiko.
So there you have shumai, everyone, with the tobiko on top, and it looks like little precious jewels. So we just tried the very, very yummy-licious shumai.
Shumai.
And now we're going to make
Beef Vietnamese.
Vietnamese style beef. And it's like a stir fry, right, chef?
Yes.
Okay.
there we go.
The ingredients for Vietnamese beef are beef tenderloin, white sugar, seasoning sauce, Kimble Thai chili sauce, red onion, garlic, Worcestershire sauce, spring onion, butter, and black pepper.
First of all, we get the beef, cut it,
In the middle?
become dice.
Okay.
Yeah. This beef is very easy to cook.
Okay. So you cut the beef.
So after we keep in the
Okay, we set it aside.
yes, we need to marinate for
The beef,
yeah,
okay.
because otherwise no taste. We have some nice soy sauce.
All right.
Now we put the soy sauce in to mix up
Okay.
my bowl, and then the cornstarch
All right.
and little bit corn oil. Okay, at home you can mix maybe after half an hour.
So you just leave it for half an hour to marinate.
Yeah, you keep in the chiller or fridge.
Okay, so chef, this is your beef which has marinated for
Yes.
half an hour already.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's our next step?
So at the moment we're waiting for the pan to heat, so we use to mix the sauce.
Okay, so chef, we're going to mix
So
our
yeah,
sauce.
first we put the sugar,
Okay.
and then this chili ketchup, and Maggi seasoning.
That's your Maggi sauce.
Yeah, and then the curry.
And that's your Worcestershire sauce. And that's going to add really nice tangy element to
So
the
we
whole
just
thing.
slowly mix it. So we mix like this, and then we can start to cook the beef.
Okay. You set it aside.
Yeah.
I shall mix it up for you.
Now the pan is hot. We put a little bit corn oil.
And corn oil is a nice
And
neutral
then
oil to use.
we can put the tenderloin beef.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, now the
Medium,
smell
medium
is
rare.
coming.
It smells wonderful.
Yeah.
With the soy.
Okay, now we can put some butter.
Butter,
Please,
okay.
yeah, have some butter.
And is it salted
Yeah,
butter or
yeah, the
unsalted?
Unsalted butter.
Unsalted.
Yeah. You can get some smell. And we have got some black pepper.
Some black pepper, okay.
Yes, yeah. Okay, you can start putting our garnish. The onion cubes, and garlic.
So you have your
Yeah.
some red onion,
Yes.
all right. A few pieces,
Just
some
onion.
spring onion heads, and some garlic which is
sliced garlic.
sliced. Oh, that looks lovely. The beef is getting nice and brown with the cornstarch and the butter,
Yeah.
and it smells amazing. Okay,
Last, we can add the sauce.
okay. And that's soy sauce, Worcestershire sauce.
Yeah, what we are mixing in earlier.
So now you just wait for
done, yeah.
wait for it to cook for another 2.
Yeah, already done now.
It's done?
Yeah, it's all done.
So we're gonna
Yeah, the beef is
plate
already
up.
done. Yeah. Go nicely, slowly.
Okay. Oh, it smells wonderful. All right.
So last, it's very important for the fried garlic.
You just
put on
sprinkle
top.
some on
yeah,
top?
please, yeah.
How much, chef? A lot?
Depend on you. You want more?
I like
you can
garlic.
put, because the fried garlic is the
I like
strong
garlic.
flavor. Yeah.
Okay. All right. And that's it, chef.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, so there you have your Vietnamese beef, which
Yeah.
smells amazing. So I'm going to thank our very wonderful chef for being on the show.
Thank you.
And chef, I hope you had fun. Did you have fun?
Yes.
We laughed a lot. We had a lot of fun. So make sure you come back to the Food Lounge next week.
You know, that happens to be one of my favorite cuisines. I can't get it off my head right now, but I think the one thing that could perhaps help me right now is a break. So go for a break. We'll be back shortly and catch a whole lot more action on The Urban Guide with me, Bhairavi. Okay, I have a question for you. Tell me, after experiencing so much food, what's the first place, not thing, what's the first place that comes to your head? A bed, right? Me too, and that's exactly why we're being so considerate. Just notice how nice we are. We're all set to take you to some good homes without breaking you out of your comfort zone. Yep, you know what it's time for? Dream Castle with Nicole.
Life is a journey that's always homeward bound. And today we are with the lovely Poonam Rai. Hello, Poonam.
Hi, how are you?
I'm fine, thank you. How are you?
Very well, thanks.
And Poonam's going to show us her lovely house and get us out of this awful sun, right, Poonam?
Yeah, sure, would love to.
So
please
shall
come.
we? Okay, let's go.
Please come.
Poonam, you have such a fabulous home. It reminds me of my home back in India. Tell me what inspired you to design it like this.
You know, I'm a very ethnic person by heart. So I always wanted, my house to be ethnic and, like every nook and corner should be very ethnic, home away from home, in fact. So, yes, keeping that painting in mind, I did that also. In fact, this wall, I've painted it myself. There was no wall, in fact, earlier. This was all empty. So we covered this area and I wanted to make use of this frame. It was earlier a mirror. So we took out the mirror from here and just stuck it here. Yeah, okay. Just stuck the frame here. Yeah. So just like a jharoka, again, very traditional, very ethnic, very Indian, I would say.
You also have some very amazing accessories in the house and you have a lot of wonderful wooden furniture. Can you tell me more about that, please?
Yes, very fond of Buddhas and it's really, in thing, Buddha. So people love it. Initially, it used to be Ganesha.
Yes.
But now it's kind of Buddha. Very fond of wood, basically. That wood look I love in my house, which gives a very warm kind of a look to the house. So that was the whole idea. I love keeping my house very warm.
Poonam, tell me, do you have like a favorite space in the house where you escape to relax?
Absolutely, just love it here, which is just behind us. This is called Divane Khas. When we went out shopping, me and my husband, we were looking around for our furniture for our new house. So when we looked at it, I said, there you go. This is what I have to pick up. It goes very well with our house, our interior.
Poonam, you're also very outdoorsy. What have you done with the outdoors?
Oh, I just love it. Initially we were staying in a flat. And I always wanted to be in a villa. So I always wanted a rockery with a little bit of touch of ethnic. I just made a little hill so that, I can place the rockery and few plants and a Buddha in the middle.
Poonam, tell me, do you have any tips or advice you would like to give my viewers how to decorate their homes?
Totally different. I'm sure all the women here, they are too good with their interiors and the way they do up their house. It's amazing. But yeah, definitely, like I've done a lot of wallpapers around my house. But make sure whenever you do one wall, make sure the rest of the walls are plain, because otherwise it'll be like on your face, and it'll be the focus should be on one particular thing.
Poonam, just to show you how happy we are that you invited us to your house.
Pleasure.
We have a little gift for you. There's some wonderful chocolates from Cocosia.
Thank you so much.
And I hope you enjoy them with your boys.
Definitely with my boys, all three of them, they just love chocolates, and
one of them is our husband. She only has 2 actual boys.
Dubai and its people, what amazing interiors they have for their pads. Well, talking about people, it's time for you to see the person of the week. It's time for Manju to come alive on Tete-a-tete with Saffron.
Like the word splash that explodes with color, On a Tete-a-tete with Saffron today, I have Dubai's most flamboyant and vibrant personality, Mr Raza Beig, who's the CEO of Splash and Iconic. Welcome to the show, Raza.
Thank you, Manju.
Tell us, the story of Splash, is it the story of your life too?
Not at all, actually, because the story of my life had a lot of ups and downs, especially in my initial years. And I think so it's, it still happens, you still have the graph moving up and down. But in Splash, fortunately from the day we started on a very good take. And there's been no looking back.
You've taught in life too. What are the lessons you've learned?
The teachings I've had were mainly subjects, and they were basically algebra, geometry. I really don't see them coming in any use in my life, at least. But I have learned one very important lesson, which is, I specialized in training children who were bad, or who were bad in school, or who lost hope in school, or didn't want to study. So I had a speciality of all the naughty boys in my classes or my private tuitions.
Raza, you're known for the super parties that you throw in Dubai. Were you always like this, even when you hadn't made it this big? I was, as a child, I really didn't play games. So when people ask me, what are your hobbies, I say I don't. But the one thing I did, because, I used to work after my school or my college, I used to socialize with my friends. And in those days, and I was from Bandra, and all the clubs were there, and so somehow or the other, my friends were very, 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 they were very nice and kind to me, so they took me around wherever. And I was in a club at least once or twice in a week. What is your signature style, and do you choose the look of your day?
I don't have a signature style. I like the classic look. I dress for an occasion, so if I'm going to a club, I'll dress a little preppy and young. If I'm going to a Diwali party, I'll wear a nice boring shalwar kurta, but it will still be a classic.
What's the average day in the life of Mr. Raza Beig?
Very boring, most of it. I wake up in the morning, have a very, very boring breakfast. I go to work. My work day is very, very hectic. Even if I go to the washroom, I'll have 2 or 3 people standing outside the washroom to catch me, so that, not because I'm a part of it, it's just that I want to hear everything what they have decided. So basically it is a very, very hectic day. If it has been a long day, it comes home, a shisha and a soap opera, anything.
What is the first thing you notice about a person?
Shoes are the most important, because I think so it defines the character of a person. My eldest sister had a proposal come from a very, 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 very influential or rich family. And I remember my father saying, no. And my mother was very upset. She says, everybody wants their daughter to get married in a rich, established home. And my father says, did you see the shoes they were wearing? They have money, but they didn't have class. So I think so that's somehow stayed in my mind, and I remember this incident really. And therefore shoes are very, very important. I actually look at everyone's shoes first, and I know, okay.
What are your favorite colors, and what do they represent to you?
I love all primary colors, whether it's the yellows, the greens, the blues. But red has been always my favorite color, and I think so it has got an energy. I do believe that it's a very powerful color. At least when I wear it, I feel very powerful. So I stay with that.
Thank you, Raza, for being on the show. It was beautiful talking to you.
Thank you, Manju. Thank you for coming over and gracing my house.
Life begins after coffee. But right now, our journey is coming to an end, and look at me, instead of saying bye, I'm enjoying my coffee. It's actually my way of partying, because at the end of every episode, I tend to get pretty emotional. So coffee keeps me going, and I have to leave right now, but promising you to be back with a bang next week on your favorite The Urban Guide, and me, your host, Bhairavi. In the meantime, like our Facebook page, it's called The Urban Guide, or join me, that's Bhairavi Prakash, on a conversation on Twitter. See you next week.